by the power structure to be coerced into being some goddamn monkeys and some stupid motherfuckers. They get our asses through us wanting to have sex. They get us through wanting to drink alcohol. They get us through wanting to smoke cigarettes. They get us through wanting to smoke marijuana. They get us through wanting to have a job. Every aspect of life achievements, they have put control over it and put gates around it where they can open and close those motherfuckers on you whenever they get ready to. And your access in and out of most things is based on how much propaganda you're willing to perpetuate for them to help perpetuate their holy city, which is to dominate and control the melanated man and woman as well as everyone, but the preferred people is the melanated men and women. They really did a good job on the Mexicans by convincing them that they were Mexicans. That's where they got you first. Then they made you good ass Catholics and Christian. So here you is, black people that's looking at the white man as God, so you look at the black man as the devil. So when you look in the mirror and see your black face, and you see all those white ass Mexican girls that they done whitened up, that's the woman you want to pick to have your children with, so you can have whiter children, so you can be privileged in this whitewashed ass world. And then the son is there saying, I'ma burn all those stupid motherfuckers up. So it sends a SAR to tell you that. So I come in and I say to you, the son said buy the green light, because the green light is going to make a green light city. You did figure that out, didn't you? What is he talking about? Yes, I plan on it. I plan on creating jobs. I plan on creating schools. I plan on creating institutions of learning so we can teach people why it's important not to eat meat. You know, they never told us anything about the advantages of being vegetarian while I went to school. Not at all. No, they told me you needed 3 meals a day, and they told me what food groups to get it from. It was the bread and cereal, dairy, poultry, and fish. If I remember that. Meat and poultry. Okay, I think. It was a long time ago. I ain't gonna waste a lot of time trying to brainstorm on that. But they told us we should eat dead meat 3 times a day. We should drink lactating cow fluids 3 times a day. All that crazy shit that's making people fat, obese, cholesterol problems. Because the people that control only want to make a profit. So they're telling you stupid shit to make a profit of you. How is this? How can we have a government who says that they have our best interests in hand, and then they allow to sell the tobacco and alcohol to our children? And then they talking about the 17-year-old kid there in Beaverton the other day. 17 years old. Now listen what I'm saying. 17 years old in the courthouse battling with guards. And this 17-year-old kid is so upset. In his young age, he done figured out how fucked up everything is. His brain is so twisted. He's going through so much on his plate from societal pressures. This 17-year-old kid who should be somewhere learning how to meditate. That's what they should be teaching. No, you know what society done taught him? Fuck all the women. You can't be a man. Go down, knock the shit out of Joey. Okay, because this is the white man's way. You're supposed to be tough and abusive and confrontive and aggressive. They teach us that. Through sports. What are you, a pussy? All that foolish shit. Okay, all that Bruce Willis shit has got this young kid now. Let me tell you what he did. He got his ass in some trouble, who knows? Probably had a bag of weed. Probably got into a little domestic scuffle. Probably did something bigger than that. He could have broken somebody else. Who knows all the avenues of delinquency that they have created for our youth out here, right? Who knows what he did? My point is this. The circumstances got so off the hook that he's in there fighting with the guards in the damn courthouse. I told you guys, the universe is going to make these fools take these guns from these guards and start shooting their ass. They're going to make the guards shoot the judges. That was just an example of what to come. I saw it on the news this morning. All those damn court guards wrestling his ass to the ground. He done got the damn gun out of the man's holster and lodged the bullet through the building. Anybody in the building could have got shot. Now let me tell you something. This kid ruined his life that day. He ruined, and you know why? Because up here, so much going on. So ever since he was a little boy, he done probably saw his mama doing all kind of dumbass shit. She not paying attention, don't care. men coming in. I ain't saying this is scenario, but I'm gonna tell you scenarios I know go on. The no good mama got rid of the responsible father because she couldn't control her fucking pussy. Every time you look around, she bending her ass over for another man. So what happened? The family destroyed. The real responsible parent ain't there no more. So here she is trying to compensate every time you look around. His man coming and going because she can't keep her legs closed. So now she got her children exposed to all this different bullshit because she can't think. Okay? Bringing all these sorry niggas around her children just because she want to get fucked. Okay? This is the circumstance of our world why we end up with 17-year-old boys in the courthouse pulling guns out, dislodging bullets. Now, he in trouble. It's just that simple. His ass is in a lot of trouble. He was in trouble when he fell out his mama ass in this freaking gladiator arena. It's all controlled by Romans. And they've set these cameras up everywhere so they can photograph. And not only is the cameras photographing on the earth, we have cameras off the earth photographing everything. They watching everything YouTube do. They say, oh, we just plug into YouTube. Here, just plug into YouTube. There's plenty of people telling them shit on YouTube. Just plug in there. We good. And keep the cameras rolling on the big format also. But make sure you stay plugged into YouTube. Record everything going in there. You know, Sarah gonna be telling all kind of shit because God is making me do it. I don't know, I done pissed a lot of people off, but I don't care. Y'all better get it. This is judgment. This is no time for bullshit. This is time for your ass to be seriously cleaning your house. Get rid of those cigarettes. Stop smoking them. If you can't stop smoking cigarettes, it's showing to them you're not trying to conform. Stop eating meat. Stop drinking alcohol. And stop having so much damn sex. If you get rid of those 4 things right there, I guarantee you, you're going to start doing things that's going to make yourself be able to have a relationship with the sunlight. And watch, and your foolishness, because you busy smoking cigarettes, eating dead animals, drinking alcohol, and scoochy all the damn time, as the word right here, when that sunlight come and hit you right here, you ain't got time for it. You walking down the street and the sun trying to communicate with you like it started talking to me. I was able to hear it because I had gave all that shit up. And when they called my name, I was like, are you talking to me? And it was like, yeah, but you are the sun. You should not be having a communication with me. And it was like, I've been communicating with you from the moment you was ingested into your mother. The problem is, the powers that be have given you this Bible. And they started talking to me like that. And I was like, damn, books falling out of, that's the relationship you can have with your universe just by convincing your universe that you're worth all that. And the way you convince your universe that you're worth all that is that you don't get mad at the prophet that comes here to tell you slavery, French Revolution, Civil War, the dropping of the atom bombs on Vietnam, on Japan, okay, the murder of all the people here in Americas, the Indian Trail where you marched all those people in the frozen cold and just wanted them all to die. All that shit that went on did not go on unnoticed, and we know what's going to go on in the future because we're cut like that. That's how wise we are, and we're not going to let it happen because it's horrible and it's treachery. So World War III and all this shit, we had the gate at that, and we got the UFOs here to fuck the shit out of all these white ass cracker politicians who think they're going to just keep victimizing everybody on earth forever. All right, that needs to stop. It really does. It just needs to stop. We need to stop looking at each other as if everyone is a threat to one another and start looking at each other as the true source of help. That's all we got is each other. You know, I don't care about your stupid ass car and you sitting up trying to make me feel like I'm beneath you because you think I'm supposed to praise your ass because you got that materialism, and that shit don't fascinate me. So you're gonna hate me because you don't see me being your sucker like all these other people, you know, go get me a beer and all that bullshit. You get your own motherfucking beer, okay? I mean, that's really the truth about it. And that type of behavior coming from you, and then the same behavior from the people who fetch your shit for you like that, made your fucking ass a monster. I hate to be the one to tell you that, you know. It's the truth. I see it all over the world. Man, I be at man's house and the wife come home and, bitch, I know how to count. Where's the rest of my money? I can't believe it. I'm like, do he know that's his wife he's talking to? I've seen it out there. You know who you are when I say that because you know you've done it. Don't get mad at me for being the mirror and show you what an asshole you really truly are. I hate to be the one to point that out to you, but there's nothing glamorous about yelling at your wife about $2 stupid ass dollars. I can't believe it. I sit there and watch it. I say, you know what? This is a shame. She probably been giving this motherfucking head. They probably got children with each other. And then I see this shit. And I just say, man, some people, you know. So, you know, I just be wanting to make people think, that's all. If you come into my YouTube page and you don't like what I say, fuck you. You know why? Because your ass shouldn't be in here. You know how I get down. Alright, so if you're in here, it's because you liking it. So be honest with yourself. You know, I don't care about all you little sellout faggots who think all of a sudden, well, I'm not going to talk to him and this and that. It's only because you're jealous. That's all it is. You just jealous as hell that somebody has came out here and put it down and said the things that I've said without fear. You know, and if I do lose every person on this earth don't want to talk to me or don't want to have anything to do with me, I don't care, because I still have the sun. And that means that I have all y'all dumbasses anyway, and you just don't know it. Because who you really mad at is yourself. Because I haven't came out here and said anything that's not true. And like I always say to everyone, if your ass is guilty of doing it and you know that you did it, why should your ass care about somebody else knowing it, when the most important person to be considered about knowing some wrong you did is yourself? If you know you did it and you can live with yourself knowing you did it, why can't you live with somebody else knowing that you did it? And this is how you develop habits to make you don't do things that you don't want other people to know you did. Because you're going to be too busy trying not to do something that's going to make you be pissed off at yourself because you did it. That's how you turn your God power on. You turn your God power on by wasting time making sure that you yourself does not observe action coming from you that is going to make you feel less than a God. Because you know a God should not behave that way. Will you behave as a God 24/7? No. But will you be inspiring to? Will you be a person that is an initiative at the quest of trying to remain godly at all times? That right there is valuable. Just understanding the fact that you need to start somewhere is so valuable. And it's the most valuable thing on earth, knowing the need to return to your knowledge of your God self. The most important proverb that I can tell you about on this earth existing is, man, woman, know thyself to be gods and goddess. It doesn't say it that way. The ancient proverbs meant it. It says, man, woman, know thyself. But as you study from there, the information gets attached to the end of that to be gods and goddesses and to behave in a consistent manner. We do not need a system of capitalism on this planet that make good people be considered nothings because they're not out here making a fool out of themselves to acquire materialism. You should be trying to acquire spiritualism. And most of the stagnation of spiritualism comes from a person utilizing their efforts to attain materialism more than trying to attain spiritualism. See, if you're someone that come into a circumstance with someone already existing there, and then you let someone entice you to team up with them to try to attack some innocent person that you don't haven't done a damn thing to you. Yeah, go in there and get the phone and fuck him, get the phone and you keep the phone, and then walking your ass around and I'm looking at you. I'm saying, can this motherfucker be this stupid? He gonna let this fool make him come up and team up with this loser motherfucker, okay? Alright? And I'm sitting here looking at you. I'm trying to say to myself, does he have a brain? What is wrong with him? And you know that's what went down. Alright? Listen, I'm 52 years old. I've been out on this planet a long time. Do you know I've been in Detroit? Niggas shooting gun at me. Niggas done tried to cut me with knives, alright? Popo done set me up down there, tried to put me in jail. All this shit just like what I go through in Vancouver, all over the damn planet. But the thing that startles me the most is when black people team up with white people to attack other black people. That